Today's tech news moves fast, but understanding it shouldn't be hard. That's why Snarful Solutions Group brings you Connecting the Dots, where we break down what's happening in tech and why it matters to you. Now, let's dive in with your hosts.
Welcome to Connecting the Dots. I'm Alex.
And I'm Morgan.
We're coming to you from Snarful Solutions Group here in Sacramento, California. Today is Friday, August 1st, 2025.
And it is a lovely day here in Sacramento, sunny, expecting a high around 92 degrees. Just beautiful weather.
Yeah, really is. Perfect day to talk tech. Elsewhere in the country, though, not quite so nice. Looks like heavy rain, even some thunderstorms hitting the northern mid-Atlantic and southern New England.
Oh, right. Flash flood risks there.
Exactly. And then out west, northwestern Great Basin, still dealing with some isolated dry thunderstorms. So, fire weather is still a concern. Just stay safe out there, everyone.
Good advice. Switching over to the markets quickly, things ended the week a bit down.
Yeah, saw that.
The Dow closed down about 0.55% yesterday, lost almost 240 points. And for the week, it's down over 3%.
Oof.
Yeah, and the S&P 500, similar story, down 0.66% for the day and down 2.38% for the week. Even Bitcoin took a little dip, down about 0.5% yesterday and close to 2.5% down for the whole week. Just a reminder, things, go up and down.
They certainly do. And speaking of things maybe not going quite as hoped, my San Francisco Giants didn't have a game yesterday, July 31st.
Bummer.
Yeah, just nothing. Hopefully they get some wins soon. But okay, let's dive into the tech news. We've got some really interesting stuff from our Morningstar report today, all centered on Apple.
Yeah, definitely. First up, it's all about AI. Apple CEO Tim Cook came out saying the company is, quote, significantly growing its AI investments. They're apparently reallocating staff, and he said they're very open to M&A mergers and acquisitions to speed things up.
That feels like a pretty big declaration for Apple, doesn't it? They've always seemed a bit more measured, maybe. But Cook called AI one of the most profound technologies of our lifetime.
Yeah, that's strong language. He really stressed they aren't just, adding features. They're embedding AI across devices, platforms, the whole company, really.
So it's foundational.
Exactly. It sounds like a fundamental shift. They're even moving a fair number of people onto AI projects. That shows real internal focus.
And it's not just people inside Apple. The report mentioned they've snapped up 7 small AI companies just this year.
7 already. Wow. It's like one every few weeks.
Right. And Cook's saying they're very open to more M&A. It definitely suggests they're serious about buying innovation, not just building it all themselves.
And what's interesting is how they're framing their, let's say, pace. They've gotten some criticism for maybe being slower than others in AI.
Yeah, being caught off guard.
Right. But Apple's defending it, saying they won't rush things that aren't, perfect. They prioritize that polished user experience. It's not about being first, it's about being right.
That is classic Apple. The careful chef versus the fast food joint. They want the final dish perfect.
Exactly. And they have launched stuff. Over 20 Apple Intelligence features are out there now.
Right. The visual stuff, the cleanup tools for photos, the writing aids.
Yeah. And apparently later this year, we'll see live translation, maybe an AI workout buddy.
Okay, cool. But the big Siri overhaul, the really personalized one, that's pushed back.
Yeah, it's like 2026 now. Cook said they're making good progress, but delayed.
And what about hardware? Cook doesn't think AI glasses will replace the iPhone.
Nope. He sees them as complementary. Add-ons maybe, but the iPhone stays central, which kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So, okay, let's connect the dots here. For you listening, if you use Apple stuff, this means expect your devices to get smarter, more helpful.
Right. Think about AI making everyday tasks easier, organizing things, writing emails, maybe even that workout buddy actually helping you stick to your goals.
And for businesses.
Well, it's a huge signal. Apple putting this much weight behind AI changes the competitive landscape. It affects what tools businesses adopt, where talent goes. It basically confirms AI is the next big layer for everything. Gotcha. Okay, huge AI push. Let's move to the second story, which is just mind-blowing numbers. Get this. Apple has now sold on 3 billion iPhones since 2007.
3 billion. It's, staggering. And the speed up is the really fascinating part.
Tell me about it.
So it took them 9 years, right, to sell the first billion. That was by 2016.
Okay. 9 years.
Then just 5 more years to hit the second billion by 2021.
Faster.
Much faster. And now, only 4 years later, here we are in 2025, and they've hit 3 billion. The demand is actually accelerating.
Wow. That's incredible. And the iPhone is still just printing money for them, right? Almost $44 billion in Q2 revenue.
Yep, out of $94 billion total. And the report said the iPhone 16 models really boosted upgrade numbers. Strong double-digit growth there, still the core product.
But it's worth remembering, Android still has more phones out there globally, volume-wise. Oh, for sure. By 2022, there were over 3 billion active Android phones. That's like, what, 3/4 of the whole mobile market?
Yeah.
So Apple's 3 billion sold is amazing for one product line, but Android's overall footprint is bigger.
Right. Good context. Still, Cook's not backing down on the iPhone. He sees it as foundational.
Absolutely.
So for you, the listener, what does 3 billion iPhones mean? It just highlights how everywhere the iPhone is.
Totally.
Think about app developers' huge audience, the accessory market, just the sheer presence of iOS, and yeah, the whole social image thing too.
Right. And for families, for professionals.
Yeah.
It means you're part of this massive, stable ecosystem. You get continued support, security, tons of apps. It's reliable.
It really is 3 billion. It's just hard to picture. Think of all the connections, photos, messages flowing through those devices constantly.
Truly reshape things. And that leads us perfectly into our last story today, which is about another huge part of Apple's business services.
Ah, yes, the other growth engine.
Exactly. Their services revenue, that's App Store, Apple Music, iCloud, Apple Pay, TV, Plus, all that stuff, hit an all-time record in Q3. $27.42 billion.
Wow, another record. And that beat estimates, right?
Yeah. Analysts expected maybe $26.8 billion. So a solid beat. And it's up over 13% from last year. It just shows how crucial this side of the business is becoming.
Definitely helps them not rely just on selling phones or laptops. Makes them more stable.
For sure. And overall, Q3 was strong for Apple. $94 billion in total revenue, $23.4 billion in profit. Both beat estimates too.
So iPhone and Mac revenue grew well.
Double digits, yeah.
Yeah.
But interestingly, iPad and the wearables home accessories category actually saw slight declines.
So services really picking up the slack or just becoming a main pillar.
Becoming a main pillar, I think. And what helps drive that is their huge installed base of active devices. That hit a new all-time high too across everything.
Which points to loyalty. Like that 98% satisfaction rate for iPhone in the US, people stick around.
They really do. That loyalty is gold for growing services. And within services, Apple TV Plus viewership is apparently way up. App Store revenue grew double digits. It's firing on multiple cylinders.
So they're becoming less of just a hardware company and more like a whole lifestyle platform.
Kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Media, finance, cloud storage. It's all integrated.
So again, for you listening, what's the takeaway? This record services money means Apple's investing back into those things you use.
Right. More shows on TV, plus healthy apps, better iCloud features, a healthy app store. That revenue stream fuels the whole ecosystem.
And if you're a developer or creator,
It means Apple's platform is thriving. Huge, engaged audience that pays for stuff. That's where Apple's clearly focusing a lot of future growth. Very attractive place to be.
okay, quite a picture of Apple today. Let's quickly recap.
That's good.
First, a major significant push into AI. Investments, acquisitions, expect smarter Apple devices coming your way.
Then, that absolutely massive milestone. Over 3 billion iPhones sold since launch. Shows its incredible staying power and accelerating demand.
And finally, services hitting an all-time revenue record. Apple's becoming much more than just hardware, investing heavily in the apps and content you use daily.
Yeah, these pieces really connect to show a company solidifying its foundation while betting big on the next wave with AI.
Absolutely. It paints a picture of where tech is heading and how it impacts all of us.
Definitely gives you something to think about how this deeper integration of AI built on such a huge existing base might change our daily habits. What new possibilities or maybe dependencies might emerge down the line.
That's the big question. Lots to chew on.
Indeed.
We're here to help at Snarful, so reach out on our website if you have any more questions.
Have a fantastic day, everyone.
And a wonderful weekend.
That's a wrap on today's top stories. Remember, tech doesn't have to be complicated, and we're here to help connect the dots. If you've got questions or want to learn more, visit us at snarful.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.